Got it. Tim Gordon from thefilmgordon.com. The lovely ladies, Tessa Thompson, Ruth Negga. How are you?
Great. Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I was about to take a phone call, but you guys popped on, so phone call away. First of all, congratulations on the film. You guys were absolutely fantastic, and I know we got a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to jump right in it. One thing that I noticed from watching the film multiple times is that it seemed to be the dynamic between the two characters that you portrayed were both somewhat envious of each other, right? So in the case of Tessa's character, Renee, I think she was envious of Claire's beauty. I think Claire, on the other hand, was envious of Renee's freedom and her ability to kind of flow and live in that community. Am I right? Did I miss something, or am I on to something, ladies?
I would say, I don't know, I don't want to speak for Irene and Tessa, but I think it was more Claire's connection to her effervescence and her kind of, I don't know, her loyalty and her fidelity to her own sense of joy, and the pursuit of joy and freedom. Would that be fair?
Yes, that Irene is envious or jealous of
that Claire's ability to sort of access that and freely display it.
I think that's true, because she says, you know, when they come home from the dance, Irene says to her husband, "Isn't she extraordinarily beautiful?" And he says, "No, not particularly. She would be if she were a white woman." And Irene says maybe it was just because she was so happy. So right. I think for her, a part of her beauty is that which resonates from within. I mean, Ruth is extraordinarily beautiful, so we can say it's that it's physical too, but I think it also has to do with as Ruth said, her zest for life and her access to joy. I think they both, they that's what I found so fascinating about their relationship, is that that there is envy, that there is jealousy, that there is this idea of repulsion and being compelled to one another, that there's all those things, that it's complicated.
Oh, they're propelled to her. I mean, you know, there's that beautiful scene where Claire just literally follows her like a puppy dog up and down the stairs. And that to me is evocative of that relationship. But it's interesting because I was thinking about this the other day. Irene really is the only person who really extols the virtues of Claire's beauty. No one else is, to be honest, you know, as impressed with Claire as Irene. And so I think for me, that's a little kind of, I don't know, crumb left by Nella to the extent of their sort of intoxication with each other, is that no one quite outside of their realm, the realm of these two, quite sees what all the fuss is about to the extent that they do. And I think that's quite clear. And that's what interests me about this dynamic, is that this isn't Claire. Not everybody's falling over their feet to get to Claire necessarily. I mean, they're enamored by her, but not with the kind of sort of seriousness that Irene is.
Love is blind, baby.
Yeah.
So the final question, both of you are beautiful, by the way. So Ruth and Tessa.
We were angling for. Your job here is done.
But I was going to say, in addition to the envy aspect, there's also a lot of sadness in the story, because again, you know, for Claire is unhappy with who she is, and you know, this long kind of journey she's on, which is not working out the way it should. And, you know, Tessa, despite the fact that your character is satisfied in what she's doing, there's some rockiness going on with your relationship as well. Can you guys speak to that element of the story, or the relationship between the two of you?
What is a satisfied mind, you know? I mean, what exactly is it? I mean, it kind of, I certainly don't believe it's coveting other people's lives, although that's really normal. And I think as a society, do you not think we put a lot of pressure on people? You know, we show each other our brilliant lives, and then we say, oh, but don't be envious. That's really bad. I mean, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You know, it's impossible not to do that. But I think to live your life by someone else's standards is, it's disingenuous. And yet we promote that. And yet we condemn the feelings of envy and jealousy. That to me is messed up. And I think this is kind of this book. I mean, it just keeps giving and giving. And that's the one facet of what Nella explores, is who is truly happy. And I think for me, the answer is that the nearer you get to the truth of who you are, it's not happiness you're looking for, it's equilibrium, it's balance, it's being safe. And that's what neither of these women are really experiencing. But that's, I think, was what
that's what you want. I mean, in that moment when they're sat together, Claire says to Irene, "But you're safe, you're happy." And Irene says, "I'm beginning to think that no one is ever truly happy, safe, or free. That those things that we all covet and hope for, actually to have them completely is not to be entirely human."
Or to have them and completely, and whose idea of them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's true.
All right, ladies. Well, my time is up, but it's always a pleasure to sit down with the two of you. Every answer is so thoughtful. Love both of you. Ruth Negga, Tessa Thompson, continued success. Hope to speak with you soon.
Thank you. Likewise.
Take care.
Thank you.